Trilobites are certainly a group of arthropods worth studying. In the Cambrian period, the first period in geologic history to have arthropod fossils, trilobites are the most common and most diverse arthropods, so they were extremely successful, producing more than 10,000 species during the Paleozoic era. However, this diversity of species did not all coexist. So, while they are the most diverse and common group in the Cambrian period, not all trilobites of the Cambrian survive into the next period, the Ordovician period. There are many trilobites which are only known from the early Cambrian, only known from the mid-Cambrian, only known from the late Cambrian. Some are known from the late Cambrian into the Ordovician period. The trilobites of the Ordovician were different from those of the Cambrian. There are many trilobites which are only known from the Ordovician period, only known from the Silurian period. These two periods witnessed almost 1,000 genera of trilobites. There was a mass extinction at the end of the Ordovician period, and trilobite diversity would never be the same. While they were common enough through the Devonian period, the mass extinction at the end of the Devonian period further reduced their numbers and their species diversity. While a few groups did survive into the Carboniferous period, they were no longer a major component of marine ecosystems, and only a few trilobites persisted in the Permian period. The mass extinction at the end of the Permian period decimated the last of the trilobites, and no trilobite fossils are known after the Permian period at the end of the Paleozoic era. The fossils identified here were identified to family and genus. If one were to study the individual species of trilobite, one could then note a more precise stratigraphy in that this species is only known from this zone in the geologic record, this one only known from a later zone. So one could divide the Cambrian into early, middle, and late time periods within the Cambrian, but also then further dividing the early Cambrian into zones, each with its own type of trilobite diversity. And so then once this biostratigraphy is established, one could then use trilobite fossils to help date other fossils. So if one were to find a trilobite fossil which has been clearly identified as only existing in a certain time period, one could use then the presence of that fossil to help date other strata found in other places through relative dating. This type of relative dating is known as biostratigraphy.